Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will start the new chapter development of the lateral surfaces and the curved surfaces. The weightage of this chapter so is the 14 marks. But in the exam, so only one question, so we have to attempt out of the two questions, and it will have the 7 marks. Okay, now let us see the development of the solids. Now, first of all, let us see the definition of the development of the any solids. Now, so how we can define or what is mean by the development? So let us see. Means when all the surfaces, all the lateral surfaces of the solid are opened out and placed in a plane, then obtained shape is the development of that lateral surfaces. Or in another way, how we can define the true shape, the true shape of the lateral surface, true shape of the lateral surface of any solid, of any solid is called as the development of the surface of that particular solid. Okay, so this is the another definition is there. So initially what I have told that when all the lateral surfaces of the solid are opened out and placed in a plane, then what is that open shape is the development of the lateral surfaces. Or in another way, what you can say that true shape of the lateral surfaces of the any solid is called as the development of the surfaces of that solids. Okay, now let us see first of all development of the prism. Okay, we'll see development of prism. Actually, the development of the prism, so we are basically getting an rectangle. Okay, so we are getting an rectangle, and whatever that rectangle is there, so it will be consist of the number of rectangles. Okay, so in detail we'll see it. So let us consider the square prism. Okay, so you'll consider the square prism. Okay, so which is resting on the HP on its base edge. Okay, now so as it is resting on the HP, means whatever the true shape of its base, so we'll get in the top view, and so it is resting on the base edge, means whatever the base is there in the top view, so it will be perpendicular to the XY. Now let us draw its front view and the top view first of all. So for that, draw the reference axis XY, draw the top view of the square prism. As it is the square prism, so you will get the square in the top view, and so as it is resting on the base edge, as whatever this base edge is there, so it will be perpendicular to the XY line. Okay, locate the axis and mark it as a O1, O2. Now let us take its projection, and let us complete its front view also. So as it is prism, so whatever its front view is there, so it will be rectangle. Okay, then take the projection of the axis and show the axis here, give the names here O1 dash, here O2 dash, give the another names. So here will be a comma 1, b comma 2, so here c comma 3, here will be d comma 4. So in the front you also give the names a dash b dash, so here 1 dash 2 dash, so here 3 dash 4 dash, and here c dash d dash. Okay, then give the dimensions. So consider base side of the square prism as a 30 and the height of the prism as a 60. Okay, so like this, so we have completed the front view and the top view of the square prism. Now so let us see its development. So we have to complete its development. Now already I have mentioned that so development of the prism is the basically, so we are getting an one rectangle. Okay, means the in the development of the prism, so we are getting the one rectangle. Okay, so like this we are getting the rectangle, and whatever the height of this rectangle will be equal to the whatever the height of the square prism, that means 60. Okay, and whatever the length of the square prism, so will be equal to L is equal to 4 into A. 4 as it is the square prism A, so will be equal to the base side, and that is the 30. Yes, it will be equal to 120. Means whatever its length is there, so 120. So like this initially we are getting the rectangle. Okay, and whatever this rectangle is there, so it will be divided into the number of rectangles, and how much rectangles we are getting, so it will depend on the type of the square prism, or it will depend on the prism. Okay, now as it is the square prism, so that means whatever the rectangle we are getting, so that will be 4. Means in this we are getting the 4 rectangles, so like this. Okay, and so like this we are getting the 4 rectangles in the development of the square prism. And what are the height of this each rectangle from its development will be same, means will be equal to the height of the this square prism. And so whatever the length of the each rectangle, so will be equal to the 30, means is 30 30 30 and 30. Okay, so like this we are getting the development of the square prism. So you can give the names like this here: A, B, C, D and A. So here 1 2 3 4 and the 1. So like this, so we are getting the development of the square prism. Means in the basically what you can say that the development of the prism, so it will be consist of the number of rectangles. Okay, so this is about the prism. Okay, now next we'll see the development of the pyramid. So development of pyramid. So likewise in the prism, so we have seen that the development of the prism, it consists of the number of rectangles. In the same way, in the pyramid, the development of the pyramid, so it will be consist of the number of isosceles triangles. It will be consist of the isosceles triangles. Okay, so let us see, so how will get this number of isosceles triangle, or how will be its development. So here also, so we'll consider the square pyramid. We'll take the example as a square pyramid. Okay, so again, so it is resting on the HP, and so resting on the one of its corner. Okay, now, so again, so we have to draw its front view and the top view. So for that, you need to draw the reference axis XY, then draw its front view and the top view. Now, so as it is mentioned here, so it is resting on the HP, means whatever the true shape of its base, so you will get in the top view. Okay, and front view will be you will get as a rectangle. Okay, and so it is resting on the corner, so you have to start it from the corner. So you can draw this in the top view, you will get an one square. Okay, so like this you can draw the square. So by using scale, you'll get it neatly. So here, so will be axis O1, O2. Then take the projection and complete its front view also. So this is the O1 dash. So this is the O2 dash. So join this. Give the names. So here, so it will be A, B, C, D, B, A dash, so C dash. So here will be B dash, D dash. Okay, as it is pyramid, so we have to make this lateral edges as a dark one, and so whatever this edge is there, so it will be visible in the front. So like this, so we have drawn its front view and the top view. Give the dimensions. So here, so whatever its side is there, so it is consider it as a 30, and whatever the height of this pyramid as a 60. Okay, like this we have completed the front view and the top view of the square pyramid. Now we have to see the development of this square pyramid. Okay, now mark this somewhere point O2. So in this point, so we have marked it here. Okay, now take the radius equal to this much, means radius equal to O2 dash A dash in your compass, and by taking this much as radius and O2 as center, So you have to draw here one arc, so like this. Okay, so you have to draw like this arc and take somewhere this point A and join this. Okay, then from this point A, take the distance equal to base side, that means 30 mm in your compass, and then you have to mark here, so like this. And you have to join all this. So like this you have to join this, give the names A, B, C, D and the A. So here also you have to join A to B as it is pyramid, so you will get this edges as a straight one. So here like this and like this you have to join this. Okay, so this will be the development of the square pyramid. So this one, so whatever this arc is there, so you have to draw it by the faint line. And whatever this development of the square pyramid is there, so it consists of this number of isosceles triangles, so like this. So these are the number of isosceles triangles as it is the square pyramid, so we are getting its development, so that to be divided into the 4 isosceles triangles. And so whatever this radius is there, okay, so will be equal to this one. Let us will consider this as a L, so this will be L. Okay, it will indicate the true length of the lateral edge of that square pyramid. Okay, like this we are getting the development of the pyramid. Okay, as it is a square pyramid, so that's why, so whatever its development, or in its development, so we are getting the 4 number of isosceles triangle. Okay, so whatever this development we have seen, so it is we have seen the development of the plane pyramid. Okay, so it's not truncated one, it's not, it is cut one. Okay, so this is the development of the pyramid. In this, so what we have seen, so starting from the its definition, in its definition, so we have seen that is what is meant by the development of the solid. In its development is what you can see that when all the lateral is, or whatever the lateral surfaces there of the solid are opened out and it is placed in a plane, then whatever the obtained shape is there, so we are calling it as a development of the lateral surface. Or in another way, how we can define it, the true shape of the lateral surface of the any solid, so is called as a development of the surface of the solid. Okay, so this is the general definition of the development. Now, so we'll see the development of, or then later on we have seen the development of the prism. Okay, and in that we have considered the square prism that is to be resting on the HP on its base edge. And before that, so what is the development of the prisms, we are getting the number of rectangles. Okay, and accordingly we have drawn its front to top view, and we have seen that we have seen the development of the rectangle. Means the development of the development of the prisms, we are getting a rectangle, and that rectangle, so it consists of the development of the prism, so it consists of the one rectangle. Okay, and whatever its height will be equal to 60, and whatever its length will be equal to 120. That will be 4 into a 4, as it is square pyramid, and a so will be equal to the base side. So initially we are getting like this rectangle, and then later on, so as it is a square pyramid, means whatever this rectangle is there, so it will be consist of the 4 rectangles, and whatever the height of the all these rectangles will be again 160, and the length of the each rectangle so will be equal to 30, maybe 30 30 30, like this. So like this we are getting the development of the prism. And then later on, so we have seen the development of the pyramid. Okay, so development of the pyramid again, so it will be consist of the number of isosceles triangles. So here we have considered the square pyramid, so that it will be resting on the corner. Okay, and then accordingly we have drawn its front view and the top view. Okay, and then afterwards we have taken somewhere the center O2, and then from that point, so just we have drawn one arc with an faint line. Okay, by taking the distance equal to the slant height of that pyramid, so we have denoted by the L. So like this we have drawn an arc, and on that arc we have taken the one point A, and then from that point A, so we have marked we have taken the arc by taking the distance equal to 30 in your compass, like this like this like this, and then afterwards we have joined all this. Okay, so in its development we are getting the number of isosceles triangle. Okay, so this is all about the development of the lateral and curved surfaces. In this lecture actually we have seen the introduction part. So, okay, in the next lecture we'll start from the different type of the problems, from the prism, then pyramid, then afterwards we have to see the development of the cylinder, cone, etc. Okay, thank you.